What's the key to a good road game for the Leafs here tonight, Peter?
Well, I don't think it changes. You know, we were talking a lot about how we want to play and not paying as much attention to what the good team down the hallway is going to do. Like, we know they're a good team. We know they're going to do certain things. So our focus has got to be on what we're going to do and how we're going to play this game. So, you know, we've done some things. We want to even tighten it up even more and open it up some more. We want to be able to create offense from different avenues when it's not always on the rush. We got to be doing more time around the net and more shots from that situation. We need our power play to go. And we have to try to get our game in order, tightened in all different areas and clicking. So our focus right now is on ourselves.
Are there similarities between how you want this group to play to how you used to play here in Nashville?
I don't think we're playing the same way as they played here. We played here, but you know, the fact that, you know, you have to play a strong defensive style and a strong offensive style is important. People spend a lot of time saying that, you know, we've changed this team to a defensive team. We didn't change any of the offensive tactics or anything like that. All we did was tighten up on our sentiment and tighten up our area and our defensive zone to eliminate a lot of shots and a lot of chances that they were getting that were unnecessary. And so, you know, we're getting chances, and we've got to be able to do more now since they're not as easy to go in. So we've got to spend more time around traffic, around goalies, and get second chances, not just first chances.
Is it a matter then of the structure getting more into place? That's what guys in there have said.
We're trying to present that. We're showing them areas where if we're in better structure, then we're able to counter and transition that into quicker opportunities going either on the defensive side or the offensive side. So we're trying to use that to our advantage.
Dion worked out today. Good to see him on the ice. How Dion?
Yep.
How far away do you imagine he is?
Well, you know, he can. Don't know the exact number of days. I mean, healing process are a different pace, but he's limited with his shooting and in strength, but it's getting better. So it was really good that he came out and he can pass and shoot enough at this point. So the quicker he gets on the ice and practice with us, the better.
It's a little unusual to bring an injured player on the road. Why'd you bring Dion? I know it's a kind of a big trip.
We had a team event on Sunday, and we thought it was important to have our captain there with a team event with the team.
Peter, you mentioned trying to be quicker. Do you feel like you gave up a bit of speed in the transition game while you transitioned to the different structure? Or?
I don't think it should give up speed. I don't think that there should be any factor with that at all. They're the same players attacking the same way. You know, it's about a mindset, about where we're going and staying around the net and spending more time there. And you know, when you play a stronger tracking defensive team and back pressure, you actually get more offensive opportunities that way than you do less. So the least amount of time we spend in our zone, the more offensive opportunity, offensive zone time we're going to have on the other end. So I think all those things play hand in hand.
Going through a losing streak like this, a lot of guys are saying it's time just to not only get a win, even if it comes ugly, just win ugly, just get 2 points.
I think that's what happens, you know, when you get to these things. You get an ugly goal, you get a greasy goal, whatever we want to call those goals, off a skate, off of somebody in the crease area, second chance. We gotta find ways to score goals and got to keep competing on the ice. But we want to compete all over the ice. We're not going to change or do something out of character now. We want to push the envelope and both ends of the ring.
Are the memories flooding back for you in this building and on this trip?
Well, it's very familiar. I mean, they keep making good changes here. There's a lot of friends in this town. There's still players on that team that I'm familiar with, and you know, it's certainly nice, you know, coming back in here like this. But you know, when it gets down to this time now, you still want to win, right? So we want to make sure that I come back in and we can put a big show. It's going to have a lot of energy. They're in first place, trying to stay in first place, and you know, we're trying to get ourselves on the W column and get ourselves going at some start collecting points.
Well, you have
How difficult has this been for you, Peter? Since taking over, how difficult has this been for you to deal with over the past few weeks, just dealing with the struggles?
Well, I think that it's never easy when you get that, and you know, people use the words frustration in those areas, but I mean, that's just part of what we have to accept as what we do. And when times are harder, we have to deal with adversity, and we have to explain to the players that adversity is not a bad thing. It's just something you embrace, and it makes us a little bit stronger. There's a lot kinds of people that talk about adversity and how you have to go through it to be able to become a better team. And right now we're going through it, and we're hoping that it's going to make all of us a little bit better.
Will you have Robidoux back tonight?
Yes.
What can he bring to the lineup, do you think?
Well, it's, you know, we've seen him play. I mean, he's obviously one of our leaders, and that's an important factor when teams are dealing with adversity, as we just mentioned. So he's a character guy, he's a leader, he's good in the room, he's going to bring energy, he's going to compete. and I think it's good to have him back in the lineup.